So I did not see how it started. I only saw Taecyeon's responses on Twitter. And then, like, I did go back a little bit to see what happened.
I guess we could tag team it. I mean, now you want to start us off?
So basically, armies have been calling him a fridge, saying man is shaped like a 90s fridge and his stands are acting brave, talking shit on SJ bring back.
So basically, all of this kind of got popularized because of that. I don't know if y'all saw the YouTube video of the girl who she's like Korean and she takes like submissions from listeners. One of her viewers like gave her some quote unquote tea saying that they slept with a JYP idol in like the bathroom of a bar.
Which when somebody mentioned that to me, I was like, oh, Taecyeon. But he's said it's not him, so I guess we have to believe him. But yes, continue.
Right. So Taecyeon basically indirectly responded and was like, you know, the fridge is standing in front of a tree and not like going to clubs, right? Like, so, but there's an older tweet that somebody found where somebody said, was like comparing Taecyeon and Seokjin, if I'm not mistaken. Let me actually...
Basically with that is that there's an all K-pop article, which is kind of funny because like, I thought we all canceled all K-pop. I blocked them, guys. Like, anytime I open an account on Twitter, I block them automatically. But there was an all K-pop article saying that Jin is joining the Captain America lineup of celebrities who led trainees in the military. And I guess Taecyeon fans were mad because they're like, there's only one Captain of Korea or, you know, whatever, and it's Taecyeon. So I guess people were saying, you know, they were saying some not so nice things about Jin's body. A fan called him a twink. And I know they meant it in a derogatory manner. So yes, they were also, I guess, body shaming Jin as well.
Girl.
So that's what started it.
Taecyeon had said something, and Armies was like, well, Taecyeon's shaped like a fridge. So Taecyeon started saying the fridge is doing this. Like, he's so petty.
So, like, it looks like basically, because of that whole Captain Korea thing, somebody who is a Jin fan said that you leave Jin's name out of your stank mouth. And this is not just to Taecyeon, it's to Taecyeon fans. And they said fridge-shaped Taecyeon can only wish to have his body proportions be FFR and take it up with K-Media. They gave him that name. And so Taecyeon he claims he was working out at the gym. And so he was checking out the internet and he saw that, you know, he must have been trending. Or he probably follows his name on like Twitter or something like that. And he saw that people were calling him a fridge. And they also saw that, you know, people were commenting on that YouTuber's video when she said that she slept with an idol from JYP in the bathroom. And because everybody must have been like, oh yeah, that's Taecyeon probably, right? It's either a member of 2PM or it's a member of GOT7. It's one of those two, right? So he must have saw all of this and decided like, that's why he made the comment like that, what was it? The fridge goes to dance practice, not clubs. Because he's trying to say that he wasn't the one who slept with that girl, which is true. Because from what I heard, he at least put you up in an apartment, okay? So that makes sense. But that is kind of like how he just started to take the piss out of like all of this. So, you know, he took people shaming his body, even though like this man, look at this man, look at his body. Like how could you dare to do that? And also saying that he's a slut. And he decided to like combine them and make jokes. And for that alone, I love him. I mean, I always love Taecyeon, but I love him even more because he clearly has a sense of humor and he clearly doesn't give a fuck because he's like, I'm rich and I'm doing what I love. So
yeah, he shouldn't.
It's fine.
Like, he wins in this situation, and apparently the person deleted their existence off of Twitter.
Yeah, they're gone.
So look who won in this case.
I wonder though if him being American also is kind of the reason that he has that sense of humor about like he was able to sort of like not think it's the end of the world and just like make a joke out of it. I don't know.
Maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know enough about like Korean sensibilities to know if like he would have like maybe reacted differently, but I think it did help in kind of like easing the tension there because obviously it wasn't getting to him. So
right. I mean, it kind of is funny to me when I see people who like are into these newer groups who just like, oh, you're unemployed and blah blah. I'm like, Taecyeon is employed. He has many jobs. Like he's rich. Like what are you even talking about? Like at the end, like it's just so crazy to me when I see like people who are clearly like newer K-pop fans or just into like one or two groups who have so much, who always, like, the first thing they love to call people is unemployed and a flop. And I'm just like, you don't even know enough about this genre to have an opinion on who's a flop and who's
it's
not.
also just like funny to me because anybody who says unemployed or a flop, I automatically like clock them as being unemployed and a flop in life.
Absolutely.
It's like, what are you even talking about? You're literally on Twitter. Like, stop talking to me. The thing that I took away from this story is that Taecyeon is hilarious. Like, I think he's very funny. I think him responding is so funny to me.
Yes.